If you have a Volkswagen Tiguan, make sure you stand till the end. We'll explain one trick that will make your engine last really long time, because those are prone to some defects, and we'll explain what we use to actually avoid that. Hey guys, welcome back to World Mechanics. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the channel. Today will be super helpful video to any of you having a Volkswagen Tiguan first generation. We're talking about that generation here before the facelift or facelifted one from year 2008 to year 2016, guys. If you want to see how to change engine oil, how to do an oil change, oil filter, all that stuff, step by step, stay with us guys. We're going to cover all that in this video today. We'll teach you what to do, how to safely change the oil. We'll talk about resetting the oil light. All that will be covered. In addition, guys, before we start, let me just tell you a little bit about us. Every single car we get here at the garage, we make at least 200 to 300 free repair videos. We take them completely apart. We show you guys how to fix pretty much anything. Why we guys do that? Because our mission here at the shop is to save you guys as much money as we can. You can see we're constantly working on something. And if you need to buy engine oil, if you need to buy oil filter, parts, tools, anything like that, guys, we will put the links in the description of the video below. Check it out. It will be shared there for your convenience. So let's start on it now. So here guys, now, okay, we have the lift installed. We just lift it up a little bit. You can use a jack, but always use jack stands when you do that. And we need to go ahead and remove the cover here with a okay, this is a, let me see, 12 millimeter socket, and we have a Torx. Okay, this is a Torx 25 star looking bit that we need to use. Okay, so we need to remove the cover here to be able to get to the oil drain plug. Okay, so let's go ahead, do that now. We're underneath, one bolt out. Now we have another one right there. Perfect. We have a few more that we need to do with the Torx now, Torx 25. Let's go ahead and start on it now. One. Let's do the second one now. Perfect. Okay, we need to get one small one, because obviously here it's been broken before. Probably somebody replaced the screw. Probably this one is a Torx 20, guys, because the other one does not fit. You can see somebody did a zip tie stitch here as well. Still holding good, I guess. Good job for whoever did it. So it's working now. You can see we need to remove the ones on the front as well later. So looks like those are with Torx, okay, 20, all of them on the other side. So the only two Torx 25 that we had, probably those are the ones that were replaced. Or they might be out of that, they might be like that out of the factory. I can see the oil drain plug already there. You will see it in a second. The car is pretty new, it has only 50,000 miles, so it will look pretty fresh. You will see once we remove the cover. Okay, and we just have last one right there. Perfect. And that undercover, okay, engine undercover will come out, but we have one more bolt holding on the other side. Let me support it there. Perfect. It came out. You can see, guys, just like that. Make sure that this one is pushed in later in the clips. Okay, after you install it, otherwise it's going to be hanging on one side. And the engine undercover came out just like that. So we're going to get a Torx 45, guys, right there. And you can see the oil drain plug is on the back side. Get gloves. If it's hot, be careful, it can burn you. Some people drain the oil hot so it can come out easy. Some do it cold. There is advantages of both. Hot will come out easy. Cold will be slow, but hot can really burn you. Protect your eyes, protect, guys, your skin, wear gloves. Okay, always safety first, right? So working on that one now. Okay, and you can see the oil is draining now. So we're going to let it drain all the way. We're going to wipe the oil drain plug. Let's see if the new filter comes with a new oil washer there, so we can replace it, or it's the one that doesn't come. We'll see which kit we got today. So this one, you don't replace the washer. Okay, it has the let me focus 1 second. It has the rubber integrated in it, so okay, we don't need to do anything there. So we'll just let it drain, okay, and we're going to work on top now until it drains here. Now we're on top, guys. We're going to get the oil filter removal tool. We'll pull that hose to the side so we don't break it. We're going to come here and we'll start loosening that. We'll put some racks, okay, because once it gets loose, okay, just get it loose slow, okay, and see when you get it loose slow, it will allow, guys, that oil to actually leak in the oil pan. That's why we have the oil pan still open, okay, so keep doing that. I think it has a valve that will not allow oil to come out once it's pulled out. Let's see, we have a cup just in case here, so we're letting it drain now a little bit in the oil pan. Okay, it's about to come out, so let's see now if we can pull it out, if it's going to make a mess. So 3, 2, 1. Nope, you can see everything drains back, guys. It's made to where it drains back to the oil pan. That's why we have the oil pan still open. You can see you have that hole right there that allows it to drain back. So everything is invented really nice. You can see, and that's the oil filter, okay, right here, that came out just like that. Okay, now wipe the oil filter housing. Do not push any of the dirt towards the inside. That will damage and destroy your engine. Wipe it towards the outside only. It needs to be wiped and clean here good, okay, so the new filter can sit correctly, and that way, guys, okay, it will not cause any leaks. This is the original filter. We'll put the link in the description of the video below where you can get one from at a really good price, quick shipping, okay, and you can get it for a fraction of the price. This is, guys, a filter, Volkswagen, Audi, multiple ones. We'll get some of the used engine oil and we'll apply some to the rubber seal. Why? That way next time, okay, we'll be able to easily remove it as well, and it will be installed easily now too. You're going to tighten this only by hand without any other devices. So go ahead, start it, make sure you do not cross thread it, and just start getting it tight by hand. Perfect. Okay, it's almost there, guys. So gotta make sure that you do not leave it loose, because that will cause loss of oil pressure, which can result into destroyed engine. There are 3 things that you should never forget. Tighten the oil drain plug, tighten the oil filter, guys, and actually you need to add engine oil. Any of these things can destroy your engine. Perfect, it's done. Now we can hook our hose here and we're ready to go. On the bottom, let's see what's happening here, if it's still draining there. If it is, we can let it drain for a little bit. Okay, let's see what we have here, because we want most of the oil to come out, right? As much as we can. So barely, guys, barely coming out, just a few drips. That's not bad at all. So we're going to go ahead, get the oil plug, start it there, and we're going to get it tight. Do not over tighten those. If you want to see the torque specs, I think we have the video coming on the channel that is going to talk about that. So let's go ahead, do that. Perfect. I'll try to put the torque specs in the description of the video below. So this thing is ready. We can continue, guys, with the next step. So next, guys, we're going to install the engine undercover. We'll just do that in reverse order we took it apart. There is no need to waste your time watching that now. So for the next step, guys, okay, we need to bring the car down. Okay, it needs to be completely leveled. So what we need to do, we need to go ahead and drop it all the way on level ground. Okay, that way we can actually read the oil level correctly. We will go ahead, do that. We will lower it. Okay, we're removing the safety arms on the jack now, on that quick jack, the lift here, and we can just easily bring it down now. Okay. It's pre-leveled in the garage, so let's go ahead, do that. All right, perfect. All the way down on its tires. Okay, until we have no pressure on the jack. Okay, perfect. You can see that's it. Now, the oil capacity, guys, we're going to talk about that and how it can make your Volkswagen actually engine last longer. So let's explain that now. So we're going to go ahead and open the oil cap. It could be really stuck, guys. Now I want to talk about something. If that oil cap, remove it, guys. Now if you have white sludge on the inside, it means that it's very likely you have a bad PCV valve. PCV valve is something that most people never check. We have a special video that explains how often to replace PCV valve. The symptoms of bad PCV valve, it's a device that costs only a few dollars, but it can practically destroy your engine, guys. We're going to get the funnel and we have to slowly add it. The capacity is 4.9 quarts, okay? This jack is 5, but we're going to put 4.5. You will see why. We're going to use one special additive that can actually make your engine last really long time, guys. It improves the engine performance, it reduces wear by 75%, friction as well, guys, and it's amazing additive. We've been using it in all our BMWs, Mercedes vehicles here at the garage as well. So let's go ahead, add now. We're going to add 4.5 quarts, okay, of engine oil. We'll just keep doing that now, 4.5 quarts, and we'll be ready to continue after that. So now the additive that we'll be using, guys, okay, let me talk about that. If your engine is a high mileage engine, before you do the oil change, we recommend to do an engine flush with leaky moly. You think, guys, okay, that those things sometimes do not work. I was not a believer in those additives until I used that engine flush on that Porsche Cayenne with almost 200,000 miles. We used it, guys. We took the engine apart and it looked like new. We have the video on our YouTube channel. Check it out. I think it's on how to repair, guys. Does leaky moly engine flush work? Search for that. It's demonstrated on old Porsche Cayenne and you will see, guys, the results. Now ours is only 50-mile engine, so we didn't use the engine flush this time, but that's the additive that you want, guys. That's Ceratec by Leaky Moly. It's a little bit expensive, but that's a high-tech ceramic wear protection for engines and manual transmissions. It's extended service lives, protects for 30,000 miles, guys, and if you open, you will see it reduces friction by 75% and reduction of wear by 34%. So this thing, guys, is liquid gold. Those have problems with timing chains and oil pumps, okay, the TSI engines, but using that additive can actually extend, okay, the life of your engine. So you need to really give it a good shake, okay, and then we'll continue with the next step. So we shook it good, guys, okay, give it a really good shake because some of that ceramic stuff will be on the bottom. It will be orange in color. You need to pull that thing now. Okay, perfect, and we're going to go ahead and just empty it. Check this thing out. Let's go ahead, empty the whole thing now. Okay, perfect, just like that. Now we can use a little bit of engine oil. Since we just did our oil change, we can just use a little bit of engine oil to clean the insides of it, okay, and that way we can get all of it. Just make sure you do not overfill the oil capacity on your Volkswagen, because what will happen, it can actually, guys, cause damage to the catalytic converters and other components as well. But if you have too much oil, that oil will try to come out of somewhere. It can go through the piston rings, burn through the engine and clog up your catalytic converters. On some cars you can even have a sticker on the radiator support that says that if you add too much oil, it will cause damage to the catalytic converters. Okay, we emptied and now we are ready to continue. So now what we're going to do, we're going to put the dipstick, guys, okay? Very important to put the dipstick after you let the oil drain for about 3 to 5 minutes. You need to pull it and inspect that O-ring to make sure that this O-ring, guys, okay, it's not cracked on the top, because that can cause vacuum leaks. That's weird, right? Yep, but a little bitty ring like that can cause vacuum leaks. Wipe the oil and reinsert it again. We're going to check the oil level now, okay? Pull it out and let's see the oil level on the dipstick before we start the car. It could be higher, okay, than it should be. Let's turn around, okay, right there. Okay, it's a little bit, that's the above mark, it's a little bit above the mark. That's perfectly fine because the oil filter is empty, so it will take some, okay, some oil. So let's go ahead now. If you're in your garage, you need to open your garage door. Never start the car with the garage door closed, because you can die, guys. So we're going to go ahead, open our door, and we'll continue. So we're going to come inside, guys, and we need to start the car so it can actually get oil in the oil filter. If you see the oil light on for more than 2-3 seconds, you have a problem. Turn the car off immediately, you're not getting oil pressure. So let's see if we can actually start it now. Okay, if we have oil light on, no oil light on, perfect. Just gotta make sure. Okay, let it run for about 10 seconds, guys. 10-15 seconds you can let it run to make sure that the oil and the additive go through it, everything, and then we're going to turn it off. Once you turn it off, you want to let it sit between 3 and 5 minutes to make sure that all the oil leaks back in the oil pan, and we're going to get an accurate reading. So we let it sit. We're going to pull the dipstick now. Let's pull it and wipe it, guys. Okay, and see what the oil level is. Reinsert it again, push it all the way in, make sure that it's all the way in. We're going to turn it, and right now, guys, it's right in the middle, guys. Okay, so 4.9 quarts will get you right in the middle. So if you want it to be full, you can add probably 0.2, 0.3 extra quarts, but always check that because it really depends on how much oil you got out of the oil pan, how much how level the car was and all that stuff. Okay, that can affect it. So we're going to add just 0.2 quarts, and that will take care of it. Okay, so we're going to add a little bit more. We just added to the Certec to rinse it a little bit extra. Okay, and if we let it drain all the way now, okay, we're gonna leave it to drain for a few minutes, and we'll check the level again. So we pull the dipstick again. Okay, let's go ahead and wipe it to make sure that it didn't leak somewhere on the dipstick. We pull it again, and we're going to check the level now. Okay, and we're right at the full mark, guys, right at the full mark, right there. So that's how we do the oil change. If you want to see how to reset oil wife or the inspection of Volkswagen Tiguan, guys, we'll have the videos on our channels. Check it out. You will be able to find all that. Hopefully the video will be helpful. Thank you for watching. See you guys next time.